In the remote town of Ravenswood, surrounded by the towering peaks of ancient mountains and cloaked in a perpetual shroud of mystery, winter had descended upon its unsuspecting residents with an unrelenting fury. The air was crisp with the chill of the season, and the landscape, once familiar, now lay transformed into an otherworldly expanse of white. The snow, thick and heavy, had a muffled quality that dampened sound and obscured the usual markers of the town's geography. On a particularly frigid night, when the moon was hidden behind a tapestry of thick gray clouds and the wind howled like a spectral chorus through the narrow, snow-laden streets, the people of Ravenswood huddled in their homes. Each house, a solitary refuge against the biting cold, radiated a dim glow of warmth as families sought solace in the flickering light of their hearths. However, one house stood apart from the others, a creaky, time-worn structure situated at the edge of town. Within the confines of this ancient dwelling resided Sarah, a young woman with an independent spirit, living alone amidst the creaks and groans of her aging abode. As the night pressed on, the snowstorm outside intensified, the wind's wail growing louder and more insistent. The windows of Sarah's house rattled under the assault, and the oppressive darkness seemed to seep through the cracks in the walls. Seeking distraction, Sarah attempted to immerse herself in a book, its pages crackling with each turn, yet the unsettling feeling in the pit of her stomach refused to dissipate. It was as if the very air carried a malevolent force, a silent whisper that crept into the corners of her consciousness. Then a sound, an eerie scratching, echoed through the house. At first, Sarah dismissed it as a mere trick of the wind, a manifestation of her heightened nerves. However, the scratching persisted, growing louder and more insistent with each passing moment. Clutching her book like a talisman, Sarah ventured into the corridor, where the temperature seemed to plummet further into an unnatural cold. Following the unnerving sound, she traced it to the attic door, an ominous portal to the unknown that had remained closed for years. With hesitant hands, Sarah pulled the door open, revealing a narrow staircase ascending into the inky darkness above. The scratching now seemed to emanate from the shadows, beckoning her to climb, to unravel the mysteries hidden in the attic's frozen embrace. Driven by a force she could not comprehend, Sarah ascended the creaking stairs, each step a reluctant accomplice in her journey into the unknown. The attic, when she arrived, was a frigid chamber, the air dense with an otherworldly cold. In the dim light, she discerned a figure huddled in the corner, obscured by tattered blankets. "Who's there?" Sarah's voice trembled as she approached the mysterious figure. The blankets shifted, revealing a pair of pale, lifeless eyes staring back at her. A guttural whisper, more felt than heard, echoed through the silence, sending shivers down her spine. "The snow claims the lost, the forgotten. Join us in the eternal cold." In that moment, a congregation of spectral forms materialized around her, their icy fingers reaching out, beckoning her to join their frozen embrace. The temperature plummeted further, and Sarah's breath crystallized in the air as the specters closed in. Desperation consumed her, and Sarah stumbled backward, fleeing from the attic and slamming the door shut. The scratching ceased, but the unsettling whisper lingered in the air. Terrified, she barricaded herself in her room, the flickering candle now a feeble defense against the encroaching darkness. As the long night wore on, Sarah clung to the hope that morning's light would break the grip of the snowstorm and banish the haunting specters that had invaded her home. When the first rays of dawn finally pierced through the frost-covered windows, she cautiously descended the stairs, half expecting the chilling apparitions to return. The town of Ravenswood lay silent beneath a pristine layer of snow, as if the night's horrors had never transpired. Yet the palpable sense of unease lingered in the air, an indelible mark on the collective psyche of the townspeople. Winter in Ravenswood would never be the same, and though life carried on, a pervasive feeling persisted, a haunting awareness that something malevolent lurked in the icy shadows, waiting for the next snowstorm to claim its victims and invite them into the eternal cold.